Arr! Arr! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for some Dishonored on the NZ. It's been several days already, so that's enough of a break, let's be honest. For me, it's just enough of a break to actually get out of date in terms of my skills and what I'm doing. So far as I could make out, if I remember correctly as well, I was going for Dr. Galvanized Place, and there are several paths I can choose to actually get there. Hello, Mr. Griff. In Russian, that guy is Grivz for some in particular reason. I see no way that is nice to change names. Unfortunately, that issue happens. Don't ask me, guys, why am I exactly talking about this right now? Yes, I want to talk about the translation issues of games in a contemporary gaming industry. Sometimes the translation is not just accurate. Okay, I understand that. Accuracy in translation is not the primary thing, because it is not possible to translate 100% all the words. Just see the fact that words can have absolutely different meaning, and that meaning is not necessarily covered by the translated word in another language. But what is the reason behind changing names themselves? That's the catch. I wonder if the guy sees me. Hello. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, just... Okay, I got the message. I got the message. I should have rewired the light gate. Okay. Is he gonna follow me? Yes, he is. But looks like I have safely escaped onto the rooftops. Nice. Returning back to translation. Changing names is, in my opinion, not good whatsoever. The only probable justification for this may be if the name sounds somewhat weird or incorrectly or similar to some offensive word or something. That may be the justification for the change of a name. That's what I approve of. Sometimes these things do happen, and we cannot just close our eyes on that. But what's actually terrible about the word griff? I see nothing. Actually, this word is phonetically identical to the Russian word griff, which resembles a bird which normally scavenges around. Yeah, stupid goddamn. So that guy is basically trying to survive by scavenging goods around the dying city, and that means he's griff exactly. So there is actually a reason in favor of keeping his name the same. Okay, I don't want to fall down. Very nice. Not actually... yeah, I don't fancy the idea of getting down there, because probably there are a lot of guards. And yes, I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that I am not going to kill anyone. Well, that makes the job complicated a lot. Let me just briefly see what I have missed. I have not. There is a rune right there. And nothing too much. Very nice. This is exactly what I wanted to do. From this moment forth, we are going just into Galvanized Place. This is supposed to be his both office and home. High Overseer Campbell... What, really? Do I have to read this over again? No. I thought the game would offer me something about Galvanized Place before I go in. Nay, no such luxury. Dr. Galvanni's offices. Here I go. I should be extremely cautious right now, because there is not too much space I got to run to, and I don't want to kill anybody because I'm actually this is what I'm doing 100%. I have agreed on Granny Rags's mission. No way, how terrible that is, because I will just increase the level of chaos even if I don't kill a single person in this mission. The level of chaos is still going to be high afterwards, just because of only one thing. The elixir is still poisoned by this substance offered to me by my endeavor in this particular building. The substance I'm just about to steal. So yeah, if I use it, a lot of Bottle Street gang guys will die of plague, evidently. That's what the Granny Rags wanted me to do, and that's exactly what I don't want to do. But I will do, just because I will get a rune. Yeah. Gonna be using it a lot more often.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvanni's lab?
Oops, yeah. Have I just touched it too?
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Yeah.
Vital essences?
Rats are so.
Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean?
Unclean.
That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
Oh.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says
I bet he's investigating.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is...
I would have made a bet on the royal physician, right?
I don't understand how Galvanni can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like?
Why should you care?
It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
She ain't got the endurance, eh? Okay, gonna keep the eye out for these guys. They are particularly dangerous, and evidently the guy is leaving. Yeah. No matter how Mr. Sokolov spends his spare time, you should not care, since his elixir is likely the only thing that can actually save you from the plague. I ain't see anyone. Okay, don't produce noise. I beg of you. There is a lady, eh? Good, there she is. And evidently there is no one else to back her up. Okay. I can actually approach on her from this direction. If she doesn't freak me out all of a sudden.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
And what of it? What happened to the children, I wonder? Oopsie. She's coming that way! Damn it. This is not good. Is this not good? She's looking exactly over here. I'm not leaving, no way. I'm not leaving until you do something about your curiousness. You're being so curious. No. Yeah. Oh! You're being impudent, lady. Just for a time being, please look at something not aimed at this direction. Oh, is she mending the picture or something? There are lots of guys around there. And here you are. Keep it quiet, please. There's no need to rush. We got the Galvanni's building key. Probably that's exactly from this place. Nice. The very first thing I have assaulted is the maid. And that's the most handy thing. Because evidently she has the keys and she has everything. Nobody heard that. There's nothing in this room whatsoever. Except for the 2 pistols, which I'm gonna get right now. I got a lot of bullets. And probably I will keep them all just for... Ooh, no way. But the chaos was low. Where did all those rats came from? Alright, alright. Should I care?
Another night, another patrol with you.
Okay, go on patrolling. Go on. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is how this game is played. You will be forced to watch this weird yellowish screen all over and over again, because I want to keep my eye on these guys. Especially on their current movements. Oh yeah, you will get your action entertainment real soon, don't worry. There's no reason for any worrying. But there is no reason to stay in this room for any longer. In fact, I don't see the reason and the cause why I'm supposed to freak anybody out in this particular house, because if I do, it's not gonna end up well for me whatsoever. There is absolutely no way to run. It's just nowhere. I cannot run anywhere. There's the guy. I'll have to wait till he stops somewhere, eh? Ah, yes! Now I got you. Oopsie. Don't produce noises. I'm guessing this room is going to be just alright for this guy so that nobody finds him. And there is nobody else in this particular floor, right? So I can just... No, not yet. The smile gradually enlightens my face, because this place is absolutely not guarded at this point. I can go on doing whatever I prefer. There's nothing under this table, Corvo. That's his laboratory, huh? What have we been writing on this blackboard? Nah. Why do all those scientists have to be this chicken-handed? There's just not a single letter I can... Center stem. Yeah, that's what I have read. My reading is terrible. Speaking of which, Galvanni Academy notice. So yeah. Galvanni. The latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting fussy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city. Poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated. Revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town to spare, with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Oh yeah, somebody has just given away the secret. I will be looking for the bookshelf should I enter the laboratory. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember, it might be a month before I put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy South Wing. Postscriptum. Next time you're nearly come in for an afternoon. Oh, nearby. Oh my god. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh. My tongue does not obey. And my brains doesn't obey either. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here. And we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Oh yeah, Tivian brandy, huh? Well, yeah. To a certain extent, maybe the alcohol may, in a way, protect you from the plague. It will, like, slow down the metabolism or something. Okay, I don't drink normally, so I don't know about the assets of being drunk. No way. Rat behavior and extermination. Ooh, there is a considerable amount of reading right there. Except from a series of interviews with street workers by rat catcher Lena. Okay, let's peep our noses into this. Used to be, you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail on the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. The city watch paid by weight. They're paying people for killing the rats. Oh, probably it's just because we got the overpopulation of these nasties. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street brats to work with us, the younger ones who didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. And that's enough. Yeah, I wager in a city that is just about to die of hunger and poverty, it is just enough. Just for bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different, meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. Oh yeah, don't you say that. I have seen what those rats can do. They can swallow a living being within mere seconds, and that's a terrible thing to know. Basically, that may count as a horror element in this game, I should say. It got more dangerous, and the city watch started paying better. But that didn't last long, because after a while too many people had been stripped clean, trying to fill up a bag. One slip, they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. Oh yeah. Poor thing, I'm so sorry to hear that, but yeah, I should not play out with rats around.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat.
Clearly.
In what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Ooh, that's a nice suggestion. That's an interesting fact. So these rats are not locals. Those have not been over here before, so they have been likely imported. And okay, mister, let's talk science. I know something better than you do about those rats. First things being first, they assault anybody. Should they deem that appropriate? Another book near the toilet. That's becoming a habit with this game. And yeah, more than 6 rats is dangerous. Just you have my word on this. 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6. I believe 7 is already a bad thing, because they will likely attack you. Irrespective of your being armed or, you know, terribly banged up, diseased or whatever, they will. Just believe me. The Leviathan's Sorrow. What is that about? It's an excerpt from a report on a treatise banned by Rudshore Trade Council. Something banned? Always interesting. Little known of Pacotti. Pacotti? I believe it is. Somewhat Italianish. Credited with a series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. 1. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle, Pacotti offers no solutions for where these massive, malevolent creatures might be pastured. Okay. That's basically a suggestion for cultivating the whales, right? So if you are like catching the whales and making your entire country business on it, you just will you just please care for replenishment of their species somehow? Yeah, that's clear-cut thing, but since that is a reference to Victorian London or something, around that time and place, people haven't been thinking too much about the preservation of the world's species, right? Okay. 2. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of the social bonds between herd members. Pacotti actually uses the term families. Ooh, that's so terrible. They are animals. How can they possibly have families? If they're animals, they are mindless creatures. They have no knowledge of being in any way affiliated or, you know, linked to their parents, kin, sisters or something, brothers. Well, no, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are just mocking right away into my face. Some people say animals don't have the choice just because, you know, they're animals and their intelligence is not that developed, but I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, they do have choice. It's not that complicated as that of human beings, because we choose between something moral, between something beneficial. We choose our plans for the far future. Animals can't, but they surely, like with their consciousness, not because of any chemical reaction, they choose where to go, they choose whether to ask you for food or not, and that's what makes them different. For example, my cat always goes onto a mewing spree. Anytime he goes to the toilet, she will not just shut up until somebody cleans it up after her. Good thing she never does it anywhere but the toilet. That's good of her. That's really nice. I love her so much. I mean, just the reason that she never does this in any place but the toilet is the actual reason for me to just love it. Not only that, of course, but that's really nice of her. Alright, so yeah, we have we have dealt with this. Sorry guys, my ears are itching. I'm supposed to like take the earphones from time to time out. Yeah, harmony. You question the harmony of the whale's life. Whew. Let's just skip it. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is in reality a great and terrible ocean that ever threatens to swallow us. Ocean is threatening to swallow you. Yeah, I've heard that Black Sea level rises 1/8 of a centimeter on the yearly basis, but I don't think the ocean will swallow us anytime. Oh, come on, that sounds a little bit too superstitious. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes. Oh, shut up! Emotion refuted by seaman who returned to shore, wide-eyed, with tales of the whale's savagery. Ha! You're just... You know, how this is called... I mean, just post it there in the comments, just for these guys. Those people who consistently are afraid of animals. What are they called? Something phobic. Just let me know what this something is. And exactly, that is a phobia of whales. They are just afraid of them because they're so big. They produce such sounds like wailing noises, like maybe something. I'm not sure. And that gives these people creeps. This is why they just start to sprinkle them with offensive words, something like brats, brutes, savages. Oh yeah, they're so terrible. Stop it! They're just animals. Even if they are. Yeah, I am afraid of animals, just to tell you the truth, because animals are normally a lot more adjusted and a lot more adapted to the natural existence than people. Yeah, should I face the tiger in face to face? That's last moments for me, most likely. But anyway, let's just stop it for a second. And disruption. Here Pacati is on this weakest footing, issuing up feverish warnings against the displacement of transference of natural beasts from their native environments. Oh yeah, how terrible that is. Just, I have been spending so much time in the toilet reading this absolutely idiotic book. Who's written this? Who's written this? I'm gonna remember the name of that guy. The Leviathan's Sorrow, eh? This guy's basically discarding all the... well, everything. Just everything, right? There's nothing it's supposed to be said about this. He's discarded every last claim about the fact that animals sometimes deserve some care. I'm not from Greenpeace. I don't like when people just all of a sudden say, "Ooh, you have touched a cat with your finger. You are a cruel person. You are a terrible guy." No, I just hate that. But sometimes I do care for animals too. That is supposed to be reasonable, right? Do you think I wouldn't have noticed that? This is the shelf. This is the shelf I look, and that's the book. Would you just care to place it over here at least? No, it's in a clear-cut, most evident angle. Alright, whatever. Let me in. At your service. Corvo going in. Whoa! No one's heard this. So I'm in. And that's the secret room. Ooh, what has he been doing? He has pinned this rat with... If he was not a scientist, I would have assumed he was some kind of pagan voodoo guy trying to make a magic ritual with a rat. Viscera, eh? Oh, ew. That's kind of gross. Where would you keep this? I mean, what's the place for you to keep it? In a pocket? Oh yeah, let's take everything coin by coin. Sokolov's elixir. Very well. Sewer capacity in the north of Nets. Yeah, sure? What is this? Sewer capacity in the month of Nets. Yeah, sorry, nothing to do with the part of north. Month of Nets. Probably that means the time of, well, in the year during which these people are catching whales and other fish-like fauna? Maybe. So that's excerpted interview attached to a formal report by CityWorks Crew 17A. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. And I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. Hagfish guts. We gotta get it done before the month of rain. Or you know what? What? I have no idea what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Maybe either. So, yeah, probably I should just, you know... And he ain't like get from these pricks of civil engineering either. Been at these job for near on 28 years. And I never see one of them come below. Except to measure Willie Hall when they got putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So their last 3 years been worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up, and we climb up fast. No other choice. It's nice because I have just started like reading this as a scientist man, really reserved and determined, and suddenly turned into a half drunkard. Just because, yeah, I have not read these things properly, so maybe I have the information about the game, but I don't have any information about the reading because I haven't been paying too much attention to it. And here is the result, ladies and gentlemen. There is still the element of something absolutely new. And there are games such as Dishonored. Sorry. You go too. There are games such as Dishonored, which, like, every time you're starting to play this, even if you have already played the game... What the hell? Haven't I... They're just getting randomly respawned. Thanks very much. I cannot just destroy the entire population of rats over here just because they're infinite. Ugh. Yeah. Whenever you play Dishonored, it's like a fresh experience. That's what I experience right now. I mean, the walls are the same, environment is the same, and probably my saber is also the same, but the mood and the soul of the game is different. And it's not just because I'm making a video on this one. Yes, what I'm just gradually driving at right now is that the time has come to pause the episode at this point. I just can't resist the temptation! Good. It's mine now. Vandals have ransacked this place. And the vandals would be me. Someone will have to pay for this. But I'll take the money. Yeah. And while I deal with the money, you will just kindly wait till the following episode of Dishonored on A&Z comes out. And for now, I'll see you next time.